drop them off. I just wanna hold you tight.
We were kind of saying, you know what it's like?
Strawberry.
Alright, hello everyone. Hello all my channel listeners. Thank you so much for joining us for our debut podcast here on Parega channel. Let's get started with a quick intro. I'm Yoga, the student of Islamic University Kiai Haji Abdurrahman Wahid Pekalongan. I study at English department, usually focus on writing and speaking skills and also teaching English.
Hi guys, I'm Ribi, the student of Junior High School Karanganyar here on Parega channel. I'm trying to share with you my experience learning English on school along with my friends and teachers in my everyday of life.
So with both our backgrounds, we shall be able to give you a lot of interesting information related to our topic today. Today we're gonna talk about the student experiences while learning English on schools. We're just gonna focus on this part, student experience, her experiences. We get to investigate many related informations for you guys, especially teachers and students. And I think because of that, a lot of our listeners will love to hear a story side by side. So Ribi, are you ready?
Yes,
Benar.
I'm so ready.
Okay, let's get started and go ahead. So the first question is, what is like having English on your junior school?
To be honest, again, English in junior high school is like strawberry. It can be taste sweet and sour at the same time. It tastes sweet when you have to learn new vocabularies, reading interesting stories, and communicating with friends or teachers in English. And it feels sour when you have to memorizing grammar rules, doing tedious exercises, and struggling to understand complex texts. Alright, so that's just my opinion based on my experience, kind of similarly.
Yes.
Yoga, do you want to share with us your self version? What it's like having English, what you use in junior high school?
Okay, excellent, great. For me, English in junior school is always a bit hectic when we getting the written exam. My favorite part back then is when the teacher started to give us interactive video to listen, start to give us fun games and project while teaching. I think with both games and project we try to engage, learning English is becoming more fun. So Ribi, you can see that we have similar stories side by side.
Yeah.
Okay. They are a bit the same, but of course Ribi has taken her story in more of the poetic style, given us some good explanation, given us some good expression. While my explanation is more of the narrating style. So Ribi, you say that learning English is like strawberry,
Yeah.
sweet and sour. So I'm gonna start with Ribi again. What is like having sweet experiences while learning English on school with your teachers, with your friends?
My experience learning English are sweet and sour. There's two things in this praise. I think both of the praises might be the right word to describe it. The first one is sweet. The sweet experience is the fun way. When your teacher leads you into the lesson and you find yourself bring joy and process between it. Your friends, your teachers, they are engaging. You say hi, they say hello, and then you learn a new vocabulary. So the fun way is like you're engaging.
Okay.
Anyway, what do you think?
Oh. So while you focus on learning class, we definitely know what is the key success of it. Okay. We know that for English learning, when the teacher are engaging, it's way more easier to say, honestly. We were kind of saying, you know what it's like?
Strawberry.
Get it. But this is the sweet one. So let's keep going. Ribi, you say that learning English that you have the sour side. So what is the sour side to go for and how sour are they?
My hardest part is that memorizing grammar rules while doing the written exercise are so struggling. That means my sore side is between hard and struggling.
Another thing that you didn't say impossible, you just say hard, you just say struggling. Is it mean sometimes you find a way to overcome it?
Yes.
So what way is it go for? Is it sometimes come from yourself or is it sometimes come from the teacher?
So luckily, when I was 7th grade and my teacher was doing some interesting approaches, unlike in another regular day, we are doing some interesting activity that day.
Okay.
May I telling it in bahasa?
Of course.
Jadi waktu itu gurunya mulai dengan menjelaskan aturan mainnya. Di ruangan ada dua sisi yang sudah ditentukan. Sisi kanan untuk jawaban benar dan sisi kiri untuk jawaban salah.
Okay.
Jadi, terus gurunya bilang kalau kita bakal dengar kalimat dalam bahasa Inggris dan tugas kita adalah menilai apakah kalimat itu benar atau salah. Lalu jalan ke sisi yang sesuai. Misalnya kalau kalimat she go to school yesterday, kita harus cepat-cepat mikir. Kalau yakin itu salah, berarti kita harus jalan ke kiri. Setelah sampai di sisi pilihan kita, guru bakal tunjuk beberapa orang yang sudah menjawab untuk menjelaskan mengapa kita memilih jawaban itu. Misalnya, kalau aku pilih salah, aku harus bilang karena seharusnya pakai when, bukan go. Karena ada kata yesterday yang menunjukkan past tense. Pas semua udah selesai jawab, guru kasih penjelasan lengkapnya. Terus kita lanjut ke kalimat berikutnya. Gitu terus sampai kalimatnya habis. Kadang-kadang ada diskusi seru antara aku dan teman-teman, terutama kalau ada yang beda pendapat. Pokoknya asik banget. Dengan kayak gini kita belajar hal beruka.
Bagus. So you have through fun activities. Yes.
Yes.
We do say fun even if you only have moving from left to right just to answer question or vice versa. And to give the answer for the reason. Give the reason for the answer. Sorry. My honest opinion I think it's so fun to be engaging with a friend. You gonna learn even if you only have doing is playing. You gonna learn a new thing. So teaching adjustment are usually effective in between playing and learning at junior school. At junior school are usually very happy doing interaction with their teachers, with their friends. Similar to us adult people, teachers, at every day of our life, at home, at job placement, at vacation places, or any other kind of places, we do still love interaction. Is it right, teachers? Is it right, students?
Very well. Was in the past I like your concept of
why?
teaching engagement.
Okay.
The explanation is like interacting, playing, and learning. I very agree with that. And teachers, you might do the same way like that. Fun way, again fun way.
Oh, I will say so. So, continuing on the journey of your study, if you're gonna put favorite part English practices at home for me in this podcast, for you, what is the most awesome way to practice your English at home? Anything to add? Do you want to expand on it?
So I absolutely think that if I'm going to practice my pronouns, I just to go sing it does to sound as good as I can. So I can easily singing, and if you're gonna learning, just use that pronouns, drop them off.
Good job, emang gitu. So I wanna hear you singing about this just a little bit because I wanna hear the pronunciation. Asik.
The screaming as you go approaching me and holding me tight while we were stargazing and just loving all night, forgetting both our past in the city of wood. I just wanna hold you tight.
Very well, very nice one, very flawless.
Thanks.
Good job. Okay, it's all about the pronunciation. When we use these pronouns, go approaching, just laughing. Go approaching, just laughing. We can lose the it's at the ending. Go approaching, just laughing. I can see why it's become confusing for reading. Approaching, approaching. Lauging, laughing. Is there any H in there? Is it any H in there? Then why read with no H? Okay. Bentar, about that. I can see why you choose singing after listening rather than just reading, because actually we remember how to pronounce when we love the song, when we know the lyrics.
Yeah, definitely. We'll just drop the H over there. That may be why it can be difficult to remember when just read. But it's really easy to go to sing.
Okay, just kind of recap. If we are going to teach teenagers English, you need to put fun in the middle of process. If you want to see many toolboxes used for learning, I already drop off the file below the description. If you want to teach teenagers English based on her experience, we could say use a song. There is a Blame the DJ toolbox you could find on the file. There's an activity when the student need to finish the task before the song is over. And the fastest one is gets a reward, such like choose the song for the next lesson. Also we could use many toolboxes such like snowball, the eye of the strong, station to station. Which one is up to you. The natural human behavior to interact, we can change. But the way we interact is which one, whatever more easier for you.
Really nice.
Okay. So Ribi, I'm gonna ask you the last question. What do you think inside after joining my podcast?
So I tend drinking cappuccino, joining your podcast, and telling my experiences afterwards.
Really nice. So Ribi, thank you so much for joining our podcast today, for telling your experience.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. We absolutely love making this video for you guys. We'll back soon, and I hope that you can join us then.
We do appreciate any your comments or questions from you. Thank you so much, everyone. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye. Bye mana?
Now, wish you.